Hi everyone, my name is Kristen, and today we'll be talking about study design. Every clinical research study starts with a plan or a blueprint called the study design. The design determines how data is collected, analyzed, and interpreted. This affects the validity, accuracy, and applicability of the results. Let's break down the different types of study designs used in clinical research. Study designs fall into two broad categories: descriptive and explanatory. Descriptive studies answer the question, what is happening? They describe the frequency, patterns, or characteristics of health-related outcomes, but do not assess cause and effect relationships. Common types include case reports, which are detailed accounts of a single patient's unique condition or treatment; case series, which are collections of similar cases showing trends across a few patients; and surveys, which involves collecting data from a population to assess opinions, behaviors, or health status. Explanatory studies go a step further. They ask why or how does this outcome occur? They investigate associations, risks, and cause and effect relationships. These are divided into observational and experimental designs. In observational studies, researchers do not intervene in assigned treatments. They observe relationships between exposures and outcomes. Observational studies can be retrospective, looking backwards in time, starting from the outcome to examine past exposures. An example of this are case control studies, which compare patients with the condition, known as the cases, to those without, known as the controls, to identify risk factors and exposure history that might be linked to the condition. Observational studies can also be prospective, following participants forward in time and grouping them by exposure status to see who develops the outcome. An example of this are your cohort studies, which follows a group over time to see how exposures affect outcomes. Patients are monitored over a long period of time to see who develops the outcome or the condition. Cohort studies are unique because they can also be retrospective by using existing data. Cross-sectional studies do not fit into retrospective or prospective categories. Here, exposure and outcome are measured simultaneously. Overall, it's important to note that observational studies can assess association but not causality. Experimental studies involve active intervention. Researchers assign participants to treatment or control groups to test the effect of an exposure. The gold standard is the randomized controlled trial, or RCT. Participants are randomly assigned to groups to reduce bias. RCTs provide the strongest evidence for causality. Non-randomized controlled trials are similar to RCTs but without random assignment, which may introduce bias. To recap, descriptive studies answer what is happening and include case reports, case series, and surveys. Explanatory studies answer why or how and include observational designs that can be retrospective or prospective. These include case control studies or cohort studies. Cross-sectional studies are also observational but are neither retrospective or prospective. Experimental designs include RCTs and non-randomized trials. Understanding study designs helps you critically evaluate research and apply findings to real-world practice. Whether you're reading a journal article or designing your own study, knowing the difference between descriptive, observational, and experimental designs is key. For more information, visit our website at www.phactMI.org.